Welcome to DeFi Crypto, today's daily news, daily crypto news. Let me make sure that we are live. We should be live. Live. This is slow. All right. Yes, we are live. Perfect. So, welcome everybody. Hopefully, you guys are gonna start chatting in the chat room soon. All right, so let's start with what do they want now? Yes, it's me. Well, we're going to try to do it without me verifying that I'm myself again. Let's hope it works. Some people have asked me if I have a Twitter. Yes, I do. So it's at DeFi Crypto T. Okay, so the link for all this is in the description below. So hopefully you can, if you want to join Twitter, you can do that there. Also, if you want to send me a DM on Twitter, that's fine. That's one of the ways to reach me. Okay, so next item. Charlie Munger says that crypto is some sort of venereal disease. Good old Charlie. I love him. If you don't know who Charlie is, well, he's a billionaire. And he's Warren Buffett's right-hand man at, what's the name of his company again? Damn, I forget now. So he's a very conservative guy, obviously, and he does not like crypto at all. It makes for a very funny reading. He says he's proud of the fact that he avoided investing in crypto. Welcome. So you can ask your questions. I'll answer them a little bit later. I'm starting with the news, okay? All right, so he says he doesn't like Bitcoin because he thinks that extortionists, kidnappers, tax evaders, and terrorists use it. As if the US dollar was not used by extortionists, kidnappers, tax evaders, and terrorists, and drug users, and whatever. As you probably know, this was a scientific experiment done. I think it was published in Scientific America that said that about 90% of all US dollar bills are covered with cocaine because they're used to sniff cocaine, and they're used for trading cocaine. So it doesn't make, his argument that Bitcoin is used by criminals doesn't hold water, in my opinion. So, but despite what Charlie thinks, I'm quite sure that most of our money is going to be crypto very, very, very soon. And we're going to see today in some news events that have been happening in Canada that I think a lot of people are going to want to move their money to places that are safer than the local bank, including crypto. So, more news. Now, this is an article that I looked at, and I thought they would be a little bit smarter than this. But they're not. They're just about as dumb as Charlie is when it comes to crypto. Crypto is Charlie Munger is a very smart man, but when it comes to crypto, I think he's totally out there. Okay, he does not know what he's talking about. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So here they ask certified financial planners what they were recommending you hold in terms of percentage of your total portfolio. What percentage of that should be allocated to crypto, right? And like when we talk about a total portfolio, we're talking like stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, silver, everything. okay, and crypto. So if you we look in the article, what you have to understand is that this is it here. Due to regulatory restrictions, certified financial advisors just cannot recommend crypto at all. The law forbids it. Okay? And because of that, there aren't any financial products that have crypto in it that are available because the SEC in the United States, and it's the same in almost every country in the world, makes it so difficult for people to access crypto that financial advisors just cannot recommend it. Okay? And it doesn't pay to recommend crypto for financial advisors because they cannot collect fees. They cannot collect fees. You have to understand, I used to be a financial advisor long time ago, back in the 80s. Yeah, it's a long time ago. And you're only allowed to collect fees on products you're allowed to sell. Okay? And they're not allowed to sell crypto. So what do you think they're going to tell you? Well, don't buy crypto. They're going to tell you the same thing Charlie Munger just said, right? So if you look in the article, you scroll down quite a bit. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. About 1 to 5% of total asset allocation. Okay? Here, Yale study said 4 to 6%, but financial advisors in general will tell you about 1%. See, right here. Some argue that 1% is not only a safe place to start, but the best allocation for most everyday investors. It's just hilarious. You know why it's hilarious? Because it does not take into account inflation. In the US right now, the official figures are that inflation is at 7.5% annual rate. Where in the legal items that you can put in your portfolio that those guys can recommend to you, can you get over 7.5%? Almost nowhere. Almost nowhere. The only thing that beats inflation most of the time is real estate. Okay? And these financial advisors are not going to recommend real estate anyway because they don't sell real estate. That's another guy's job. That's a real estate agent's job. Okay? They're not going to tell you, okay, buy real estate. You know, because they cannot collect fees on that. All these guys can collect fees on are securities. And right now, there are no securities that give you 7.5% or more. If you buy the S&P 500 over a period of a decade, on average, you should be able to beat 7.5. Typically, it's between 8 and 10%. So marginally, you can break even most years. Some years you can't, like right now, because the market's down because people are scared of the Federal Reserve in the U.S. that's going to raise the interest rates this year. At least that's what's planned. So this bullshit, okay? This is total bullshit because their hands are tied. They cannot tell you the truth. The regulation forbids them to tell you, yeah, buying Bitcoin was like 1,000,000% better than buying anything else. Okay? They cannot tell you this. They cannot tell you this. Okay? You have to be able to read and understand why they're telling you what they're telling you. And I'm telling you why they're telling you this, because the regulation forbids them to tell you otherwise. Okay, they would lose their licenses if they would tell you to allocate more than 1 to 5% in Bitcoin or any other crypto assets. Now, for those that have watched my videos this week, did you watch all my videos this week? I had a video on a very safe portfolio where I'm show you how to beat inflation and keep most of your, about 80%, we allocated about 80% of our assets to stable coins. So you have no downside risk on 80% of the portfolio, and you earn way over 7.5%. I think the minimum we're earning is about 12 to 14%, and in some cases up to 20% on stable coins. Okay. Now we did allocate a small segment, about 20% on somewhat riskier assets, but I call them blue chips, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we also did Curve. Okay, those are like some of the best assets available on in crypto. Okay, so there is some risk, some downside risk, but we're only putting 20% there, and the returns we're getting are close to 30% on some of those assets. So that mitigates the downside risk somewhat. So we're doing way better than anything that these guys can recommend. So I want you to think intelligently on how to allocate your assets. Now, obviously, I don't want you to sell your real estate, sell all your stocks, and put all your money on crypto. That would be even more stupid. You definitely need to have a balanced portfolio, but the way they're doing it is ridiculous and does not take into account inflation. But their hands are tied and they're stuck with the regulations. So that's the situation. All right, next item on my list is I did a video earlier this week about perpetual protocols. In the news, they have some contests. So where you can, they're going to give away 30 MacBook Pros, 1,000 T-shirts, and an iPhone 13 to one winner. So all you have to do is click the link and participate in their trading contest. Also, I negotiated a 20% discount on trading fees with these guys. These guys are not paying me, okay? This is not sponsored by any stretch of the imagination, okay? I'm just talking with those guys because I love their protocol, and I asked them to send me some strategies, which I'm going to develop in future videos, okay? I'm still waiting for some material from them. And they told me, well, we've got this contest right now. If you want to tell your folks about it, well, I'm telling you about it. Now, apparently Americans cannot get into perpetual contracts at all, anywhere, whether it's at Perpetual Protocol, DYDX, or Binance, or anywhere else, FTX. Apparently you're restricted. That sucks. And I'm not telling you that you could use a VPN, because I don't want you to do anything bad. So apparently the regulations in your country says you're not allowed to make too much money. By the way, the trade that I did in the video, I got very lucky. I didn't even know what I was doing, and I managed to make, my investment was like $100, and I made $42 profit in one day on that. So it's possible to make a profit, okay? That's all that means. I didn't know what I was doing very much. I was just testing the project. And it's possible to make money with this thing, amazingly enough. So anyway, we're going to do, as soon as they give me material to make more interesting strategies, I'm going to make a video series about this stuff. And you can use the same strategies on this other protocol which is even more popular with perpetuals. DYDX is huge. It's on Arbitrum now, I believe, aren't they? Well, they say Ethereum here, but I think they're on Arbitrum now. They're on Arbitrum and Ethereum, and the other one, perpetual protocol, is on Optimism. Okay, so we're doing a lot of layer 2s this year. So once I'm done finishing strategies on with perpetual protocol, we're going to look at DYDX and do a deep dive on that one also, because I think perpetual is a very exciting product. And for those that are allowed to get in, maybe with a VPN, you might be able to do some interesting trades if you like trading. Okay, that could be fun. Right, next, what else is there? Very quickly, just show you that at the moment, people are bullish on AVAX, Luna, Mana, and SHIB, and Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Ethereum Classic, Filecoin. Nobody even knows what those are anymore. So yeah, those are the coins that are taking over, and the most popular coins. And these are, I don't even know anybody who has Bitcoin Cash. Do you? I don't even know what to do with that. Anyway, I had a couple of other things, and then we're going to get to the heart of this of the matter today. Is that the article? Come up. Oh yeah, this I thought was interesting. This is the New York Stock Exchange, for those that don't know. The New York Stock Exchange, after over 100 years of operation, decided to file an application at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to provide online marketplace for various digital goods, including NFTs, cryptos, digital media, and artwork. Okay, Charlie Munger might think that crypto is a venereal disease, but the people at the New York Stock Exchange know, they know when they smell blood. They know that their days of old style trading are counted. They're doing this because they know that at some point all securities and all investment assets are going to be traded on the blockchain. They're smart. They're not as stupid as you think. Okay, they know what's coming. Soon, all stocks are going to be NFTs. I'm telling you this. Remember that. Write it down in your calendar. Okay. In a few years, you're going to see this. You're going to trade Apple, Tesla shares, Google shares, whatever. They're all going to be NFTs. Okay. And places like the New York Stock Exchange are going to shut down. They're going to be replaced by DEXs, a little bit like Uniswap. But you see what I think is going to happen. The New York Stock Exchange is going to be like a centralized exchange, a little bit like Binance or Coinbase, I think, at some point, if they are to survive. If they are to survive. Next item. Oh, it's so slow. Coming. I'm going to look at your questions in a few minutes. And oh yeah, Fidelity International is starting, well, an ETP is a little bit like an ETF. It's an exchange-traded product. And it's an exchange-traded fund. And they're doing it in Europe at the Deutsche Börse and the Swiss Exchange. So it's going to be in Germany and in Switzerland. So we're going to be trading mostly Bitcoin. Okay, so because the United States SEC is very slow. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. You're going to see Fidelity, you're going to see Vanguard, you're going to see all kinds of BlackRock, and you're going to see a bunch of giant fund companies opening crypto products in Europe first, because the regulations are more open than in the US. And then eventually, people are going to start losing too much money, you know, like the trading institutions, the big banks in the US are going to say, hey, we are losing that market to Europe. Okay, and eventually the SEC is going to wake up and they're going to open up the regulation in the US. That's what's going to happen. All right, now this is the heart of the matter. This is Prime Minister Trudeau of Canada, who in his great wisdom decided to freeze, to ask banks to freeze accounts of anti-vaccine mandate protesters in Canada. And I was like, good God, how stupid is he? This is extremely dangerous, and this is why we need decentralized currencies. Okay, Bitcoin is the value of Bitcoin comes from its decentralization. Same thing with Ethereum. Okay, they are currencies, cryptocurrencies, and they are decentralized. That means that a government like this idiot's government cannot freeze your Bitcoin, cannot freeze your Ethereum, but he can freeze your Canadian bank account. Okay, because you don't like to get a vaccine, okay, that guy can have your money frozen. How the heck are you going to pay your rent? How are you going to earn your salary? I have no idea. But I think that's going to wake up a lot of people in Canada to the advantages of crypto. And maybe they'll want to get their salaries paid in crypto so that this idiot cannot freeze your money. What a crazy, insane idea. Now, they see, this is related though. These are the Canadian trucks that are blocking the way to trade between Canada and the US because they're protesting against the vaccine mandate. And right now, what's happening is that Canada found out that some of those truckers were using crypto wallets, and they managed to find out who owned those crypto wallets. Okay, so you have to be careful the way you trade crypto. Okay, if you want to stay anonymous, it's always possible to find wallets on most blockchains. Okay, might as well show it to you if I can get there. Secret. Yeah, so I'm going to make a video about this because I think the point is timely. We're going to make a video about this soon. It's called a secret network. It's the data privacy platform for Web3. Okay. They use the same traditional blockchain technology, and they added some enhancements. Okay, so you need to create yourself a crypto wallet on Kepler, and you need to fund it with what they call the secret token, obviously, and then a little bit like you have on various blockchains, you have each blockchain, for instance, has its own version of USDC and USDT and Ether and Wrap Bitcoin and whatnot. Okay, well, same thing with Secret. It's got their own secret version of all the major cryptocurrencies. Okay. And you can deposit your cryptocurrencies on some dApps, including some yield farming, okay? And you can trade between you and your friends and whatnot. Now, what's very interesting is that the trades are done, okay? And the crypto wallet that appears on the blockchain is a temporary address. Okay, it's not your permanent private portfolio wallet address. Okay, so this it's a little bit like you know when you use credit cards online and they give you a temporary number. so that you use it only for one transaction. It's a little bit like this. Okay, so that's coming soon. Okay, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to make a deep dive on the secret network for people that want to preserve their privacy. Okay, and maybe survive when your government wants to do bad things to you. Or if you're, there are lots of other, you don't have to use this for illegal things. You can have a lot of legitimate reasons for using this. First of all, if you like privacy, well, there you go. You want to keep your personal affairs private because you don't want the whole world to know about them. Why not? Okay? I know that today with Instagram and everything, everything is exposed, but you don't have to show everything that you don't want to show. And maybe you have money and you don't necessarily want your other members of your family to know about it because you're tired of giving them loans that they never pay back. Okay, so for instance, you could have money invested in the secret network that they don't know about and they cannot know about. So there are many legitimate ways of using this. Okay, this is not for criminals. This is for regular people that care about privacy. If you don't care about privacy, don't use it. But I think there's a need for this, even for regular people. Okay, let's go back here. Now, so be aware of this. Your government sometimes can access your wallet, especially if they are on a centralized exchange. And then if you transfer from a centralized exchange to your MetaMask, well, they know about that also, right? So there are ways with the secret network to cut that chain of information, okay? That's what you need to be aware of. All right, the next item I wanted to talk to you about is this. This is a consequence of Prime Minister Trudeau's declaration that he authorized banks to freeze anti-vaccine mandate people. And if you look at this, these are bank outages in the last few days. Okay, Scotiabank is the second or third largest bank in Canada. And basically what this looks like is that there's been a lot of outages at that bank and all the other big banks in Canada in the recent days, probably because people are taking their money out. Okay, so it might be like, it's not public knowledge right now. I talked to my friends in Canada and a guy who actually works at a bank there, and he wasn't aware of this, okay? So there's kind of a bank run going on some Canadian banks right now because people are scared that the government's going to freeze all their money. So, yeah, those decisions that the governments make can have very big consequences. If there's an actual bank run that happens, and if it gets worse than this in Canada, that could collapse the financial system in Canada. That's not going to be fun, I'm telling you. All right, so this is something cute I found on Andrew Cronje's Twitter. So apparently that's they call him the Yield Lord. This is from Pills. Pills and an MMORPG, whatever. I don't know how you pronounce it. MMORPG. So it's a game on Ethereum, and they create all kinds of characters, and they decided to make an NFT with his semblance. And then there's another very interesting, I like this one, where they put Andrew Cronje as Napoleon, and his horse is Yearn. You can see the Yearn logo here. Very cute. All right, what else we got here? Yes, Solidly, and that's another of Andrew Cronje's project, is now visible on DBank. If you don't know DBank, that's the place that I show in my safe portfolio, where we're going to look at what's going to happen to the assets of that portfolio week after week. So that's a series, okay? So watch it if you want to know how to play the crypto game and not lose all your money, you know? So follow that, and we're using DBank to visualize the results of our portfolio. Now, this is another project I talked about a couple of months ago, I think, Alpaca Finance. And they finally opened up on the Phantom network. They used to be only on the Binance Smart Chain, and now they are available on Phantom right here. So that's their Phantom page. And okay, you have to understand these yields incur a lot of risk because this is leverage yield farming. So you have to watch your positions every day. Just make sure that you're not going to get liquidated, okay? But you can have some pretty amazing yield, okay? So we did talk about Alpaca. I did some delta neutral trading strategies with Alpaca. I believe it would be possible to do as well on this. Yeah, probably with this stuff. Yes, you could do delta neutral with USDC Phantom. If you like delta neutral, that's a possibility. Okay, that's definitely a possibility. So you could use, go watch the Alpaca delta neutral video. I'm going to put the links in the description later. And you can use the same strategy, but on Phantom instead of Binance Smart Chain if you want to. Okay, where are we at now? All right, question time. Let's have a look at your questions. What do we have here? Where would be the best place to earn yield on Rep Memo? I don't know, I haven't checked. Berkshire purchased shares in Neobank. Yes, I know. That's kind of hypocritical for Charlie Munger to say that crypto is a venereal disease when his own company invests in Neobank and other crypto companies. Yeah, I like that one. What do you think about the Tor Nodes project now? I know you covered it some while ago, but project seems to have advanced well since then. I'm just curious. I haven't looked at it. Can we have a look at it now? Does it look different or there's nothing different there? Tor Financial. Still looks the same here. I don't know. Is the new stuff on the Discord or what? Because right now the front page, the landing page looks exactly the same. Anyway, if there's something new, point me in the right direction. Tell me where to find it. Is it on their Medium? Is it on their Discord? Where is it? We'll try to find it. Okay, Charlie Munger must have forgotten about Wells Fargo. So there goes Charlie Munger's argument. Yeah, Wells Fargo sucks. And actually, I don't know if you know this, but they sold almost all their bank shares except Bank of America, I think. Like they were invested in Berkshire. Berkshire had a very large banking portfolio, okay? And they sold everything except, I think, Bank of America. Because I think Bank of America is going deep into crypto. One thing that I know that Bank of America wants to do, they want to bypass Citadel. Okay, Citadel is a giant company that you never hear about, but that's how Robinhood makes its money. Okay. Robinhood doesn't charge you commissions, okay, but they get front run by Citadel, and Citadel tells them what price they need to charge, okay. and they share the profits. Citadel and Robinhood have a deal, okay? So you pay a little bit more on your shares when you trade on Robinhood. You don't pay commissions, but you're already front run by Citadel. Citadel already bought the shares ahead of you and sells them at the price Citadel wants, okay? And then the profit that they make this way is shared between Citadel and Robinhood. Now the thing is, Citadel is old style, so it's slower. And Bank of America is tired of Citadel, and they want to go and trade stocks directly on the blockchain, which they managed to test, and it worked. So I forget who they're partnering with, but that's what they're doing. And if they're successful, that's bye-bye Citadel. Okay, because everybody wants to save money, and they don't want to have to pay Citadel anything. But that might kill Robinhood's business model. Okay, so hello. Is it true that Candyland DAO is dead? Candyland, I talked to the guy. He said that they're dissolving. They're going to pay back whatever's left of the treasury to the people, as far as I know, unless they change something, but I think that's what happened. He said they tried everything to revive the project, to make it more sustainable, and it's just not working. So they gave it the best shot, but that's it. Okay. Hi, hello. Yes, hello. Berkshire invested in Brazilian neobank. Yep, that's correct. Same thing Mark Cuban said. What did Mark Cuban say? That crypto is a venereal disease? Is this stupid or what? Hey, I love your channel. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all, guys. 1.5%. All right. Good evening. Ticker symbol, Berkshire Investment. NU. I don't love the perpetual protocol because I'm in the USA. Yeah, I understand, but it's not just perpetual protocol. It's all perpetual products, I think, that you're banned from, because the SEC thinks that you're going to make too much money with it. Again, do not use, how do you call it? What's the name? Do not use a VPN. Do not use a VPN, because with a VPN you just might be able to trade. Okay? Do not use a VPN. Anyway, VPN would violate the terms of service. I know. I feel so bad about that. Anyway, hey, can you give your opinion on one project I'm looking to invest into? I don't know what project you're investing into. Bitcoin Cash is dead. I think so. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of DeFi you can do with Bitcoin Cash, is there? You know, there's all these cryptos that seem to live in their own little world. Okay, like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, XRP. And so on. It's like, okay, they all have good features, but aside from buying it and hoping it goes up and then selling it for a profit, what else can you do with that thing? Okay, it's like, I don't know, I might as well buy strawberries and hopefully sell them back later at a profit. It doesn't make sense to me. My question is about NFT. Can you give opinion on one project? Curious what you'll say. You see, I haven't looked deep into NFTs, mostly because all the best NFT projects are on Ethereum only, and you have to buy them through OpenSea and pay outrageous gas fees. The other place where you can buy good NFTs mostly is on Solana, and again, they're very expensive. They're like hundreds of sols per NFT. That's a bit much for me. So I haven't been following NFTs very much. I think XMR can be tracked. I might be wrong. You have Monero also, you cannot track. Privacy coins. Yeah, there's several privacy coins. What Sifu did? I don't think Sifu did any. We would have seen it. I mean, there's a point where you can see where it goes, and then it would stop here. Okay, that's when it would enter the secret network. Okay, for instance, if we're using the secret network. Once it's in the secret network, it's blank here. Okay, you don't know what goes on there. Okay, but the rest of crypto world is open and visible for everybody. Okay, so once I do the deep dive on secret network, we'll explain this in detail and understand how things work. Okay, because it's a little bit confusing at the beginning. Gotta go. I will listen later. Thank you, Sir Chris. Thank you for watching. Okay, who knows what Sifu's involvements had? The bet swap was odd. I wonder. I don't know. Bet swap I thought was okay. They made a lot of profit on that one. Okay. Whoopsie. I went too fast. Where are we? MMORPG games are huge. Yes, they are, but I haven't been playing them. Can you make HackDAO update video, please? Yeah, we're going to get to that at some point. You know, it takes a lot of hours to make a video. You guys don't know this. Yesterday's video, I worked on it 6 hours. Okay, I was tired after that. Okay, did you look at the Fiscus DAO? I did not look at Fiscus. New contract, Tor is dropping soon. Okay, see, I don't want soon, I want now. I cannot make you an update on what's coming soon because it doesn't exist yet. Okay, once Tor node says, okay, we have updated the contracts and it starts now. Okay, now I can talk about it. I cannot talk about the future. Okay, I cannot talk about what's upcoming because it does not exist yet. Okay, I don't like to talk about hype so much. Okay, I can tell you only what's a fact today. Okay, I can tell you the project is at this stage right now. Okay, we are in development right now. Next week we have an ICO. Okay, those are facts. Okay, we know that. If they say, okay, we're changing the code and the code is coming in a few days, okay, well, let's wait for the code to happen, see if it works, because sometimes they have bugs. Okay, have they audited the new code? Probably not. Okay, see, there's a lot of steps. Okay, and that's why when you see like some projects and they have a launch and everything goes awry and people start screaming, that's because they didn't do their due diligence, they didn't do enough testing, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'd rather wait until Tor is Tor 2.0 or whatever you want to call it is ready for prime time, when it's live. Then I'll do an update. Okay, boom. Similar to Strong, each node having its own RPC endpoint. They also have validator nodes on Phantom and Avalanche. The new contract will hit next month. Okay, so we'll talk about that next month. That's what we're gonna do. The project is called Gecko Kids Node Academy, whatever that means. Okay, soon they will be set up an NFT marketplace where nodes will have their own NFT and other NFTs will be sellable on the market for Tor tokens. Okay, well, when it's there, I'll review it. I cannot review what's not there. The aim is to get away from Posinomics and sustainability. Very good idea. They are already investing in the treasury. A lot of info is on the Discord. Well, I'm going to make an update when it's ready. That's when it's coming. P.S. Love your channel and the roller coaster vids you did on time. Yeah, what a train wreck. Oh my god. I'm really hoping, like right now it's kind of quiet. I keep checking if there's anything new happening at Wonderland. There's not much information right now that I found today. So hopefully they're finding people to help with management of the place, but so far nothing. If the videos are taking longer, you can hire a freelance editor and scriptwriter, or even a researcher can cut down time much. I already have a video editor. When it comes to research, see, it could be helpful, but you need somebody really bright. Okay. You know how many of those we have around here? I mean, it's not. You have to understand also that this channel, as a business, okay, it has a very small budget. It's a shoestring budget, okay. So I've got a couple people helping, okay. I've got my video editor, and to his credit, he's getting better and better, I think, okay, at removing all the okay that I keep saying every 2 words, and removing my coughs and my farts and all the stupid things that I do during my videos. So he's getting better at that. So it looks a lot nicer, I think, now than it did earlier. But when it comes to research, we need like really bright people, and unfortunately, bright people typically want high salaries, which I can't afford. So and that's why I take paid videos. It helps pay for these people. Most of the money goes to them. Okay, I can't do all this alone. That's the thing. Okay, and I cannot ask for volunteers to do everything either. Okay, that's not fair for them, because the work is unlimited. The work is unlimited. So we have to be careful. See, like one guy offered to help do timestamps for me, but he wanted to charge $40 an hour. I make almost 2 videos per day most days. Okay, that's 60 videos per month. Okay, he's gonna just, if I were to pay him $40 an hour, I know how much time it takes to do timestamps. Okay, for 60 videos, that's double the money that YouTube's paying me. Okay, gives you an idea. Okay, this is not a multi-billion dollar business yet. Okay, so I have to find people that charge a lot less, and many times the quality can suffer as well. So I'm gonna have to have somebody do timestamps, because I just discovered that if I don't do timestamps, YouTube sends me a lot less viewers. So I need timestamps. That's my first move. I already sent a call on Fiverr, and I've got a few people that I need to screen. So have you seen Wonderland Forum proposal? Is there a new one? I talked about several of them in my last video. What do you think about projects like Midas DAO moving to these NF nodes? Feels really sketchy to having people burn tokens to NFTs that are not connected to real nodes. We just talked about Angel, right? Which created Angel nodes. I looked at at what the system is. Okay. The thing is, they're trying very hard, okay, to find a way to generate passive income for people, for investors, okay, and they need to make it sustainable. They need to move away from a Ponzi-like system, and they need to generate extra income, not just the sale of those NFTs or those nodes. Okay, it's not easy to set that up. Okay, And you have to understand, okay, that these are all experiments. They're all experimental projects. Midas has its own way of doing it, and Angel Node has a different way of doing it. And there's Tor, I think, is going to do something kind of similar up to a point. Okay, so there's various ways that people have been looking at those node things, okay, and trying to make them work, okay, and they're bright people, and they know that some of those node things are scams, okay, and they want to stay away from that, but they still want to provide an attractive rate of return. Okay, because people are greedy, okay, and they want to make as much money as fast as possible, okay, and the scammers know that, and they take advantage of that. Now, the honest projects have to fight against the scammers as well, because the scammers are going to say, oh, well, look, we gave a lot more money than your stupid project, okay, so I don't know if Midas is going to be successful. I don't know if Angel Node is going to be successful. I don't know if the new Tor 2.0 is going to be successful either. Okay? If you like any of those projects, I recommend a very small part of your portfolio invested in those things. Very small, that means 1 to 5% of your crypto portfolio. Okay? And keep most of your crypto portfolio a little bit like my so-called safe portfolio, okay? If you do it like that and you invest in, I don't know, Midas nodes, and it fails, well, you didn't lose your whole portfolio. You lost a small amount of money, okay? Everything that's new, that's coming out, is a gamble. Every single new project coming out, every single one is a gamble. Projects that are less of a gamble are those that have been around for a few years, okay? Like those I talked in the safe portfolio video. Balancer and Yearn, for instance. You can include Aave in there as well, and several other projects have been around for a long time. Curve, perfect example. Curve as well, fantastic project. Those are less of a gamble. There's still a risk. You can still lose money on these things, but they've been battle tested. Okay, their model, their model works. Okay, for whatever it's doing, it works. Okay. So you can count on that part. And also, their code has been reviewed multiple times. Okay? If you remember, I talked about DeFiSafety.com. I always tell people, go check there first if you want to put your money in a safer place. It's never 100% safe, but it's going to be safer. And in the safe video, I showed 2 of the safest places that give a yield above inflation. Okay, so always see these things, the new projects like the new Midas nodes, the new Angel nodes, the new Tor nodes 2.0, whatever it's going to be called, as extremely risky. It's a gamble. You could lose all your money there. Definitely you could. Okay, so be very, very careful in all of them. All right, next. Rage quit whip. Bank of America has been working with Ripple since 2017. Yeah, but I'm not that excited about Ripple personally. What does it do for me? Nothing. Okay, it's a tool for banks. There. Okay. It's a little bit like the guy that makes ATM machines. Okay, all right, maybe I can buy stocks in that the company that makes the ATM machines, NCR, I think. You know, that's the end of my excitement. What is your opinion on White Whale, which launched recently on Terra? Don't know. Earnings are 20% anchor and protocol. So it's called White Whale. Let's see. Let's have a look. I'm gonna go to CoinGecko because I'm not searching in Google. For your safety, you should do that as well. So, White Whale. Is that there? White Whale. White Whale. Terra ecosystem, White Whale menu. Well, let's have a look. It might be interesting. Keep the peg, be the whale. Sounds good. Arbitrage platform built on Terra, empowering retail investors to keep the UST peg via L1 senior arbitrage, as well as participate in a complex automated trading strategy through a simple user-friendly experience. Maybe I'll make a video. It looks interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the intro now. It's going to take too long to do this. Delta neutral profits. Wow, I like that. All right, good idea, very good suggestion. I'm going to look at it. It looks interesting. Doesn't look like a scam. To be honest, a lot of projects on Terra are really, really good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have a look at it and probably make a video about this. Thank you for the suggestion. I think it's a good idea. How do you make profit off bet swap when it hasn't released a product yet? You wait. That's what it's called, waiting. You know, waiting is like they give you free tokens and the airdrop, like you got a couple dollars of free tokens, right? And later on, when it's operational, those tokens might go up in value and you might be able to sell them for a profit. Who knows? And maybe you can stake them somewhere on the system, maybe not. I don't know. It's not operational yet. That's called entrepreneurship. That's called innovation. That's called, you know, what it's supposed to be the American way, okay, creating new stuff, okay, and waiting for it to happen, okay. So it's very speculative. Maybe it's gonna die in the water, but I think there's a huge demand for esports, okay, and betting on sports in general. And they're one of the first ones to be in that niche. Now they have huge financial backing. If they are successful, they could take the lion's share of that market and make a fortune. So I'm bullish, relatively speaking, I'm bullish on that project. But you gotta wait. It's probably gonna be 3-4 months before it's operational. I think if I remember well, it's in Q2 they're gonna have the first phase released, something like that. Okay, so you just wait. That's it. There's no rush. Thanks, sir. Really appreciate your insight. I've been in White Whale from day one. So, do you make a lot of money? Do you make a lot of money on White Whale? It looks interesting. I haven't figured out how to make money with it because I haven't read anything about it yet, but it looks cool. All right, so you guys have more questions? Otherwise, we're going to cut down the feed. Do you have Trank? What's that? You could win hero for the upcoming Metaverse Defi. I don't know what this is. Trank lock. No idea what that is. Terra is starting to look more and more interesting. Recently locked in advertising with Washington National baseball team. Terra is huge. Terra is huge. You haven't seen it on DeFi Llama? It's big. All right, so if we look at chains, they were on number 2. Number 2 blockchain. It beat Binance. Binance was number 2 for ages. Think about that. That's crazy. It's look. It's one of the few in the top 10 that is not in the red. Okay? Bullish. Very bullish. Everybody should have some Luna tokens, okay? Everybody should have a little bit of Luna tokens in their wallet. Make sure you have some. And look at Phantom. Phantom, 5th position already. It's amazing. I'm bullish on Phantom. I'm bullish on Terra. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I still don't know why Tron is here. I don't know anybody who's using Tron. They have an ecosystem. They have stuff. I'm just not in it. I haven't seen a compelling reason for me to be in Tron yet. I don't know. Maybe you guys are on it. I don't know. When DeFi Crypto DAO? Not tomorrow. I'm too busy. To be honest, a lot of people have asked me to consult on their projects. Okay? So I'm helping other people do their own DeFi projects. And through that, I'm hoping to gain some experience, and then maybe at some point we're going to be ready to launch a DeFi project of our own. But don't expect that tomorrow, okay? That's for later down the road, okay? Nothing is set in stone yet. Because a lot of things, crypto changes and evolves very, very fast. And if I want to start a good project, I want to make sure it's going to last. I don't want something that, is going to look all great one day and then the next day that, I don't want a pump and dump thing, okay? If I'm going to start a project, okay, I don't want the price to pump like crazy and then dump the next day, and then I'm gonna have like a million death threats, okay, because people lost their shirt on this thing. No. So we're going to try to find a way to make a project that's fun and profitable for everybody, and try to make sure that, we're not going to lose our shirts on this, okay? Any thoughts on Multivac? Multivac? That sound like, the sequel to Univac. Remember Univac? It was the first computer that ever created. Multivac was the second one, I think. What the hell is Multivac? It's a DeFi project? May I ask, where are you originally from? My guess is Denmark. No, Canada. See the stupid prime minister thing there? Yeah, that's supposed to be my prime minister. Good God. I could slap him. My God. BSGG airdrop, current award 52 cents. Well, don't sell. Why sell at a loss, right? And Tron is used as the rails for Tether fraud. Well, if you want to do Tether fraud, there you go. But you see, that's the other reason why you want decentralized stablecoins. Tether is the largest stablecoin in the world, but it's centralized, and a million people keep complaining that there's fraud and whatnot in there. And that's why you need MIM, and that's why you need UST, and that's why you need Mymatic, and that's why you need other decentralized stablecoins, okay? You need them, okay? Wonderland was a train wreck, okay? But I think it's going to be, I think it's going to recover. But if you look at Abracadabra is a fantastic project. Okay, I mean, they managed to create one of the top stable coins, okay, in about 6 months. That's incredibly successful. incredibly successful. Okay, so definitely, you know, you have to give credit where credit is due. Danny's a genius. Okay, he messed up with Wonderland pretty badly. Okay, but his forte is vision. Okay, not day-to-day management. Okay, the guy has vision. He understands how DeFi works. He understands how the little block, you know, the Lego block. I keep talking about DeFi Lego blocks. He understands how to put the Lego blocks together to make more profit. Okay, and his abracadabra banking system, okay, is very profitable for investors and very profitable for the protocol itself. Okay, it works really well. It's not perfect, but it works very well. Okay, if I were to create a DeFi project, I would like to do something that has a banking system like Abracadabra, but I would like to create it so that you cannot get liquidated. But that takes that's going to require a lot of coding, a lot of coding. Any news about Time Wonderland? No. As I said earlier, I looked and I didn't see anything new about Time Wonderland. Multivax is a chain that's said to revolutionize scalability. Okay, there are hundreds of chains right now. Okay, everybody and his mother is making a new blockchain. You have to look at the top chains. Now, I'm telling you, this year, keep your eyes peeled on this layer 2. Okay, we talked about Arbitrum and Optimism a lot. These are a little bit less significant right now, but these are the two big players in the L2 marketplace. I expect big fat explosion of TVL in here in 2022 and the near future. Okay, why? Because it makes it works like Ethereum, but it's super fast and super cheap compared to Ethereum. Okay, and if you already have your code on Ethereum, porting it to Arbitrum or Optimism takes minutes. Okay, and if you have problems, you call up Optimism, you call up Arbitrum, they'll help you out. Okay, so it's very easy to port, very easy to port, and that's why I'm saying we're going to see an explosion of protocols going into Arbitrum and Optimism. It's already happening, okay, but we're going to see a lot of it. Okay, so when they say there's new blockchains, well, look, these are all blockchains. Okay, did you ever hear about Nulls and Elastos and Callisto and Meter and Ergo? I never heard of any of these. These are all new chains. There's 82 of them here. See, BitTorrent, Palm, Liquid Chain, Go Chain, HPD, whatever. Okay, all of them have some merit. Okay, I'm sure. But it's like if there's a new chain that solves a really big problem and a lot of protocols jump on it, then it's going to be successful. Okay, but my bets are around here, especially these two guys. Okay, especially these two. Boba, possibly also. I'm not familiar with these other two. Okay, and definitely Terra is pushing very hard. Okay, to be number one. Avalanche and Phantom are pushing hard. Solana as well, but Solana is not so decentralized yet. Okay, it's mostly a baby of FTX, as far as I can tell. But yeah, you're gonna see a lot of action here, right here, these two. Okay. Top Italian Mafia Ponzi scheme. Yeah, well, you can think whatever you want. Love me some Ponzi gains though. Yeah. X and Pulse Chain, Richard Hart, soon to launch, genius game changer or scam? Well, I did talk about Hex before. I don't think Hex is a scam. I just don't find Hex very exciting. It's just a system for certificates of deposit, as he calls them. So you buy some Hex, you stake them for, as you know, the longer you stake, the higher your rewards, and that's it. Wow. Okay, now I'm excited. It doesn't do anything. Okay, there's no utility aside from earning more Hex tokens. And that's my problem. When you have a coin like Ethereum, which is on every single blockchain, you can stake it, you can use it in liquidity pools, you can borrow against it, you can do a gazillion things with it. That's useful. Okay, that's very useful. Hex is like, I think the biggest use for Hex, aside from the certificates of deposits and earning more Hex, is buying Louis Vuitton for Richard Hart. Okay, because I think he's making a lot of money out of this project somehow. Okay, and apparently he likes to collect Louis Vuitton clothes and accessories. I don't know. Maybe he's got shares in the Louis Vuitton company. Pulse Chain. Well, I'm waiting for Pulse Chain to be launched. Maybe it's going to be great. Maybe not. If it's great, well, we'll see a lot of DeFi projects go on it. If not, we're not going to see anything go on it. Solana crash. Oh, my money was stuck for hours. Yeah, that keeps happening on Solana, and that's why I'm saying it's not really well decentralized yet. Hey man, are you familiar with ETHPAN token? It's a transaction tax token, a rewards holder with dividends, Ethereum, Binance March. Sounds like a scam. Chain is promising much lower gas fees than Ethereum. That's apparently the main use case, and not know any. Yeah, I mean, well, everything is lower gas fees than Ethereum, and it's not difficult, okay? So if you're wanting to do with a bunch of hang on, if you're wanting to build a DeFi project with much safe liquidation structure, check out this PDF that lays out an improved optimal liquidation strategy. It's not showing me the PDF. You can go on my Twitter, DM me, and send me the link to the PDF, and then I'll have a look. All right? And if you don't know my Twitter, that's the first thing I talked about today. Twitter, DeFi Crypto T. So send me a DM. All right? Okay, you guys have any more questions? It's getting, video is getting long. All right, last couple questions if you have any. Otherwise, we're gonna shut down for the day. More questions? No questions? All right. If you have no questions, we're gonna say bye-bye for today. Whoop, what do we have here? Thoughts on DAO raising money for IRL investment? I don't know. I don't know what IRL investment is. What's that? And DAO, what do you mean? Like a general DAO or an Olympus fork or what? Because a lot of people get confused with that. Time when the land is going to shock many people. I'm hoping it's going to do a good thing. I mean, it started pretty well, okay? And then there was the Sifu Snafu. And then, you know, people wanted their money back because they're children and they don't understand how the markets work. And stupidly, they wanted to buy back their tokens. It's like, God. Like real estate in real life. Oh, I see what you mean. DAO raising money for in real life investment. Well, you know, there was some projects that wanted to do that. You know, there was a gold standard DAO. They seem to be trying to get away from the Olympus fork model now that that model seems to be failing left and right. So gold itself is a real life asset, right? And I did think about that. I mean, to buy gold, to buy any product, okay? I mean, let's say, for instance, you wanted to cash in on lithium because Elon Musk is pushing hard for electric cars and everybody is pushing hard for electric cars. Well, you could take over the lithium mining of the planet with a DAO if you wanted to, and control have a monopoly on lithium, and charge $1 million a pound for lithium. Actually, we're gonna have talking about lithium. We're gonna have a big problem soon. There's not a lot of lithium on Earth, and there's not going to be enough for all the electric cars. Okay, so you do what you do with that. That could be an investment opportunity in the real life. Wonderland was and is ahead of its time. Decentralization VC will be the way to keep the people. I really hope that the decentralized VC model works. We're not sure yet. What they need to do is put together a good management team to run this show, okay? And I know because I have tried to build up teams before. It's not easy unless you have the right connections. For what it's worth, Mingdao, how do I love it? I don't know. You giving me a lot of projects right now, and I don't know all of them. Okay. All right, do you guys have more questions? Last call for today. I'm gonna try, this week I was pretty bad. I missed 2 days of daily news. I was too exhausted, I had too much on my plate. So today I'm fine, but so we're gonna try to do another daily news every day forever, unless I'm exhausted. So that's a plan. And if you have news suggestions, you can put them in the comments as well. We can talk about stuff. And don't try to just push one project, okay? If you got something that's really cool, yeah, I'm going to talk about it, like white whale. I think that looks super cool. I think we're going to make a video about this soon, maybe tomorrow. All right. Okay, so no more questions. That's it for today, people. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all. And come back tomorrow. I'm not sure. We're going to try around the same time, and we're going to make a new video about the daily news. Thank you very much for